So the topical back with another video. I'm Strange Wang. You read the title, let's get down to brass tacks. I gave Bad Girls 7 out of 10 wangs.
Why?
Because Christopher Beck, the director, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, shit with names. He knew he wasn't making Casablanca. He knew he wasn't making Citizen Kane. He knew he wanted to make a film in the style or story of Natural Born Killers, The Devil's Rejects. He knowed it. He also knew his audience. And B-movie fans, they're going to love this movie. But there lies the problem. Everyone's not a B-movie fan. I enjoy the good B-movie. I don't dive too deep. What's on Shudder, I've seen those. Seen the classic B-movies. But not everyone loves film and has a wide genre of film where they can be like, I can dive in this and still enjoy this. And still enjoy something like Harvey, for instance. Now, that's okay because Chris knows his audience and he's not trying to appeal to those people. The people he's trying to appeal to, he appeals to them and he does a great job at that. And that's very important, like I said before, or as a clip said before. Now, Chris, he's a great director because he knew his audience. This film has characters and dialogue that fits that genre. It fits the style of B movies, the style of Grindhouse. You can tell Chris and Shane, the writers of this film, they love B movies. They love Grindhouse films. Hell, you can tell that they love movies in general. I saw a guy with a bagel down his pants, very similar to Jess Piccoli in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. We see a character at the end that may or may not snort a bunch of cocaine face first and go out guns a-blazing like a Cuban I know named Tony Montana. There's little things I saw and I was like, man, I think that was because of Scarface. He loves movies. I love movies. I'm relating more to this because I understand that this is made for people that love movies. People that love B movies. And it just got me into that because I'm like, man, when I saw that scene, I was like, man, that reminds me of Tony Montana. I love Tony Montana. And there's a lot I love about this movie. The editing style. Now, I mentioned Natural Born Killers in the beginning. That movie has a very good message and the characters are very cool and interesting and something you can throw on a t-shirt and buy. That's very cool. We get little one-liners. But the style over substance that movie kills me. There's too much style. Every film trick in the book is in that movie. And it doesn't need to be. What this film does with the editing style, it puts those neon pinks and blues and yellows and greens and whatnot. And it gives that tone, the feel, the flavor of you're watching a B movie. That B movies mainly predominantly set in the 1980s. And those had a lot of neon pinks, purples, blues, etc. And this film nailed that. And it reminded me of those films, which was like, I know exactly what I'm watching right off the bat because of the style of editing. And the fresh twist on this movie I've seen before. I've seen The Devil's Rejects. I've seen Natural Born Killers. I've seen people go across country killing people. Bonnie and Clyde. It gets weirder. It can get darker. Either way, I've seen movies like this. And it puts a nice fresh twist on it that's honestly kind of relatable because everyone has that celebrity crush.
That's a fact.
And another thing that I feel like I related to this movie and the filmmaker and the people in the movie more on a personal level is because I love movies. And this movie's local. There's a scene in this movie. Actually, there's actually a couple scenes that was about 5 minutes away from my house or places I've been. And for him to do that in my hometown, it's like, holy shit. I can follow my dreams too. This is a very inspirational movie, which is odd saying because in the first 5 minutes, you see a beautiful black ass, cocaine, guns, headshots, tits, more drugs. A lot of blood, a lot of violence. And for that film to start off that way, and then at the end, like, I love movies and my dreams to make movies, and this guy's doing it, I can do it too. Which I love that because it's like this, I feel like the director and this cast and this film gets me and I understand it too. And I enjoyed it. But it still got some problems, like I said before, the audience, but that's not a big issue. I'm not taking too much off the top of the score for that. What I am taking off the top for, again, I'm not taking it off the top too much either, is the acting. It's a B movie. You gotta have some actors in there that's so bad that it's good, but then your main actors, those are the strong performances. But then again, some moments I was like, I'm not really buying at this particular scene. But that's what you get when you make a B movie and local actors and everything. It's not like we got Brad Pitt in this movie.
That's fair.
Another problem I had with the film is it sets up a lot of questions in the very beginning, and it takes so long to get to the answers that we see like the cops, they bring up their files, which is a good way to explain it. The conversations they have in the car with between themselves, like what's the worst thing you ever done? Real relatable content that it took so long for it to get to. I kind of stopped caring and started viewing these characters in a negative way because they are killing people for no reason, for fun and whatnot. One guy's a Nazi, but it's like they didn't know that till afterwards. But it's like, damn, these are really shitty people. But now I kind of care to them, and it's almost too little, too late. But I still had sympathy for these characters, and at the end, and I was like, man, these some bad bitches. However, I still understand why they're doing what they're doing, and I still feel sorry for them. So his point and the emotion was provoked, but I thought pacing wise, I thought you could have sped that up so I could have more time to love these characters that are presented in front of me.
What else?
At a certain part of the film, these characters, they have a lot of real life conversations, and I love the topics, the questions they're asking. It felt very relatable, and it made me relate to these girls that are killing people, which I was like, damn, am I a shitty person? Just kidding. I got coke nose. I probably am a shitty person. But to have those questions in that film was different. Again, different from anything I've seen in The Devil's Rejects, Bonnie and Clyde, etc. And it made me closer to these characters than a film like The Devil's Rejects or Bonnie and Clyde or Natural Born Killers. So for a film to have these wild ass characters and me care about them so much at the end was, well,
That there's impressive.
that's impressive. But those are the reasons why I gave Bad Girls 7 out of 10 wings. Tell me what you thought about it down in the comment section below. Have you seen it? If not, check out the link. You can buy it, watch it down there in the link. Because it's a good movie. He's from my hometown. I want to make movies. He's inspirational. So thank you for sending us a screener, Chris, producer, whoever you are. Thank you. And go buy his movie. And subscribe.